Hello and welcome back to this video of the KNX IP series. In my hands I hold a device which I have already showed you in an earlier video. This is the KNX IP Multi IO 580. And the special thing about this Multi IO 580 is that it is a KNX IP only device, which means that it doesn't have the typical red and black KNX clamp to connect it to the twisted pair line, but instead it is connected via KNX IP. And what the Multi IO is capable of, and how we can implement such an KNX IP only device into the EDS5, we will take a look on in this video. But first of all, about the Multi IO itself. The KNX IP Multi IO is a universal KNX device which can be used as a binary input, switch actuator, as well as a shutter actuator. For this purpose, it has 48 universal connections, which can be used either as a binary input for 24 volt signals or as a switching output with 100 mA switching capacity. As already mentioned, the KNX connection is made via KNX IP. In addition, there are two extension modules from Weinzierl, which are connected to a switching output so that a switching channel can be used either to control a blind or to control a coupling relay. There is also a display on the KNX IP Multi IO with 4 keys on the device to enable local operation as well as local parameterization. Let us take a look at the Multi IO extension modules. The Multi IO extension module 590 is used as a power-saving alternative to a coupling relay. The module is connected to a universal connector of the Multi IO and provides a changeover contact with a switching capacity of 10 amps. In addition, there is a fine wire fuse with 10 amps and a status LED on the module. It has to be noted that you can also use a conventional coupler relay instead of the extension module. There is also an additional module for blind control, the Multi IO extension 592. It consists of a double relay and a LED direction indicator. The blind control module also only occupies one universal connection of the Multi IO, and thus theoretically 48 blinds can be connected via one Multi IO. There is also a fine wire fuse with 6 amps on this module. The big advantage of these extension modules is that if a relay module is damaged, only the relay insert must be replaced and not the entire module. Here you can see an example wiring of the KNX IP Multi IO. In this case, 2 digital inputs are used as well as a switching output and a shutter module. There are still 44 remaining connections that can be used either as an input or as an output. But how exactly does the topology with such a KNX IP only device look like? Well, therefore, let us take a look at this example. In this case, we have 2 KNX twisted pair lines. And for the sake of simplicity, I haven't included the power supplies here, which of course are required. Before we implement a KNX IP only device, we first of all want that those 2 lines can communicate with each other. So that, for example, the wind sensor with the physical address 115 can communicate with the blind actuator in the second line with the physical address 121. And how we can achieve this with the help of IP routers we already have seen in an earlier video. Therefore we implement a KNX IP router for each line. Both of them get a physical address. The IP router of the first line has the 110 and for the second line the 120. And then both of them are connected to the network infrastructure via a switch or the router. So now it is achieved that all devices can communicate with each other. So the first line can communicate with the second line. And now it is really simple to implement a KNX IP only device. We simply have to hook it up to our network and program it via the EDS. So therefore, we add 2 KNX IP Multi IOs to our network and give them a physical address with the EDS. So in this case, the first Multi IO has the address 101 and the second of it has the address 102. And notice that those 2 devices have the 0 at the second digit of the physical address. This is the case because they are located in the area, not inside the line. So therefore, they get the 0 in the second digit, while the KNX twisted pair devices are connected to the line, in this case a twisted pair line. And therefore, they have the 1 or 2 in the second digit, which is the line number. And to show you that that's not just theory, we will see it in practice in the next video. So see you there.